Hello everyone and welcome to the Action Figuratorium. My name is Mark Major. I'm a real big toy collector here in Southeast Portland, also a studio owner, also an old school sales and marketing guy who likes to cover Kickstarters. And today I'm going to be revisiting in one sort of form one of the Kickstarters, which I actually did not cover, but it's by a company that I love, the Four Horsemen Studios. This was a Kickstarter they did in 2021, and this was actually for a video game that was supposed to be produced based upon their very popular, one of my favorite action figure lines, Mythic Legions. So this was like a fantasy game, it was like a tactical game, and the story goes that many years went by, right? We're talking 2021 summer until October 2025, and still no game, although they did have some alpha releases, maybe some beta releases. They did let people download and try it, but what happened was they decided that they were going to part ways with the company that was making it. They would refund money and they would just let you download the game. Seems like kind of a win until you actually play the game, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be actually playing the game. We're going to take a look at it, and we might sort of figure out why this thing is just kind of a no-go. So everybody come together, strap on leather, hold on tight. So the announcements that they made on the Kickstarter page was that they're splitting ways with the game company, that they would be offering refunds if, and now this is important, people, if you emailed the Four Horsemen at a very specific web or email address and requested a refund, which meant they just didn't kick it out. You have to ask for it, and then they would cut you a check. That seems kind of weird to me, but that's the way they decided to do it. Now, what actually happened? Don't know. It's probably the case with a lot of video game development is that, and this is really sort of something that was set back in the day by a game called Duke Nukem Forever. Duke Nukem was kind of a 3D kind of a first-person shooter, sort of kind of a ripoff of Quake, Doom, that sort of game. And Duke Nukem was a big hit. People loved it. Everybody wanted to play it. They're going to make a follow-up game to it. And what happened was the expectations were so high that it took a really long time to develop this game. Years went by, and by the time they'd finished it, they looked at the game, and by that time, the video game market had moved up in such a way that their game then looked outdated and old. So they remade it again, and a couple years went by, and when they were finished, they looked at it and they said, well, we look terrible compared to what's current. And that they could never move fast enough on making the Duke Nukem Forever game to which it would come out and look current. And that's the problem a lot of video games have these days, is it takes so long to make them. By the time you're finished, they look terrible because they look 2 years old. That's what they looked like when you started, because you want so many features, so much gameplay packed in, that you can't do it in the amount of time that really you need to deliver this game for it to look modern. And I believe the same thing happened here with this game. I believe that when they looked at it and they saw the game features, I believe they said, this is not what we really want. We don't really want to put our name on this. I don't think that the Four Horsemen even really want to release this to the public, but they went this far, and so they did kind of this, I'm not going to call it a backpedal, but it seems that they didn't do a whole lot of fanfare or hubbub about this, or try and just tell people, hey, we're just going to make this a free download, come get it. I think they tried to bury this in the backyard with the other bodies. That's what I'm thinking. So let's cut over to the game, which you can download as a zip file and install on Mac, Android, which is Linux, or Windows. I'm running it on a Windows box. I keep cranking the display settings up to high. I don't take it to very high or ultra. I just take it up to high. It doesn't seem to do anything. And every time I come back to display settings, they're back on low. Don't know. This is part of the can't figure out what's going on problem with this game. But here we go, cutting over. So I'm at the sort of the login screen. I've made a character already, and I guess I'll turn on the desktop audio. Hopefully it doesn't like bleed into the microphone. Not that anybody cares, but here we go. Continue game. I'm currently playing as Dutch. Don't ask why. So there is a sort of a kind of a little, first thing you do, a portal of sorts. You can go to either, well, let's go through these one at a time, not the order in which you would get through them if you're playing, but the order in which you're probably not going to do anything with. Cutscenes, right? If you just want to watch the cutscenes again, let me tell you, people, the cutscenes are terrible. They are unwatchable. Graphics are unwatchable. The story is unwatchable, and I get it. Barracks, if you want to go to your roster of characters, what it is this is a game in which you command a party of people, and you fight other parties of peoples, and they're just kind of quick little sort of fights in the street, so to speak. So if you go to Barracks, let's just go there just so that we can see what it's like, and you can also see how long it takes to load these different things. A lot of times I notice it gets stuck on 92%, and it will sit there for a long time on 92% before it finally goes. This is when you start filling time in your video, making up for it being stuck on 92%. But when you get into the Barracks, you'll see all your characters and you can customize them. Now the thing about customizing these characters is that you get to go into a screen and change the skin tone. You get to change the color of their armor, you get the hair color, the color of the pupil, as well as the outside of the eyeball. All these features, totally ridiculous, because the characters when they're on the screen are like super tiny. You don't like, and they're fighting, and there's absolutely no reason. All right, we're up to 93%. Hopefully the next couple percent will go quickly. So the customization thing is totally useless, but one thing you can do is, if you're not customizing, you can upgrade your character, which I think is what happens if you get enough level to experience to get to the next level. Then I think you can buy more abilities or pick classes. But just to give you an idea, here's my figures, and you start off in this campaign. We're playing Zylona's Flock. I have some of the characters that I've seen in these cutscenes, by the way, the action figures. There's 2 other campaigns. These are currently locked. You have to finish this campaign to get to these. So the first campaign, you are playing the elves, and you are fighting some red-skinned orcs. So if we go into customizing, let's customize Zarek just to show you what it looks like. Pick your lineage, pick male or female elf. I guess you could also pick a human if you wanted, which is kind of cool. I haven't picked any humans. Let's just pick this human. She looks kind of like a badass. Click next, and you get to edit some colors, you know, secondary colors, make a kind of blue-green, that sort of thing. All right, let's just go. Let's go next. Oh, look, she's got small blades. Next. So you get to, you know, change all the kind of video game stuff that you'd expect. Almost kind of boring. All right, save. Yeah, we'll save my changes. All right, so also if you go to upgrade, just to show you, right, you can get a whole bunch of this kind of stuff. You know, All very video gamey kind of things. Sort of boring in many ways. Class. See, there's like upgrade failed. Yeah, purchase skills. I think you got to get to the next level to purchase skills. See, I still need like 400 EXP. So, go back one, and I think we'll exit. I think you guys get the idea. There's a little bit of, you could, you know, level your character, upgrade their look. I think we're done there. Back. Training is a one-time tutorial that you just click on some things that shows you what to do. Very boring. Achievements are if you want to do these sort of like kind of quests, but the main game is you click on world. Okay, so we're going to go to world, and they tell you the battle you're going to play. You don't get to go cruise around the map and pick a spot. You go, they keep telling you you're going here, you're going here, you're going here, you're going here. So you add your party. I click add all. There they are. They're a bunch of goofballs. By the way, the one character I made into a human, I don't see her in the list. I don't see her. So, oh, it says level 5 human. All right. I guess it looks like an elf to me, but here we go. Go to battle. Now, if you think that there's more to this game than just clicking the map and going to the battle, there isn't. This is it. There are some cutscenes, but this is it. This is the game, people. What you're looking at, you're going to spend all your time looking at this screen. Now, I have a problem with this interface, and it could be my version of the game. I don't think it's me. It could be my version of the game. It's sort of the interface, the thing where you play the game and you touch it, is the most important part of a game. The user interface, the user experience. Very important. This part, I'm not saying it's broken. I am saying it's not good, though. Okay, this is not good. So you click on a character, because what's going to happen as soon as the battle starts, everyone just goes wherever the hell they want. And there's a little bit of, you can kind of tell a guy to go here or there or attack this person. Doesn't matter. They do whatever they want. You don't even really get to tell them what kind of attacks to do or what things they should. They just go wherever they want. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me what you're going to see. So like this guy has got a sword, and he's kind of a tank then. Let's just stick him there. Why is he facing that way? Don't know. Archer, let's put this archer in the back. Let's put this guy with a sword up here so that they kind of, they'll sort of be sort of a shield wall. We'll put our archers in the back. And what we're going to try and do is we're going to pick up one target at a time. We're going to focus everything on one guy at a time to kill one guy instantly and then move on to the next. Okay? So I told my guys that I want them here. And look what it does. It's, you see the little blue line there? It keeps wanting to tell me where I can put my guy. Don't want the guy to move. I want him to stay there. Don't want him to go. Now, something interesting. If you double click a guy, you get some stats, but there's nothing you can click on. You just get this like, it's like a what is this? What is this? What is, why don't, I guess you can see what they have on them so you can figure out what you're going to do with them, but none of these guys do anything. All right. So let's just start this battle so you can get a feel for what's going on. Here we go. Counting down. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So everybody runs and goes where they want. All right. So you hit pause. Up in the left corner here, you can't see it. It's not showing up. It's not because it's underneath my logo. It just doesn't show up on the screen from what I can tell. I don't think so. Maybe it's stuck on a logo. Anyways, there's a play button and a pause button. There's a speed button. You can make it go 1 time speed or 2 times speed if you want to go faster, which is like, what kind of a game? you're just trying to get through this as quick as possible, what kind of game is this? And then there's kind of a button that turns off. Check this out. I clicked it. It'll turn off the little grid that you see. So the grid's gone, and then I'm going to click it again, and the grid's back. Now, here's what I noticed. When I click it, it takes a second for it to fade in and a second for it to fade out. Why? I don't just either want it on or off. I don't need the visual of it fading in and out. It makes me think when I click it and I don't see anything instantly happen that it's broken and I need to click it again. I clicked it. Oh, it takes a second to go away. A second to come back on. Terrible. All right, so if I click a guy, like say this elf here, you can see my cursor. I say fight this dude. It will say retargeted. All right, so then I click this dude, and I want him to shoot at this guy, retargeted. Okay, then I click this arrow guy, and I say shoot him, retargeted. Now it's still giving me this little blue arrow of where to move this guy. I don't really want this. I don't want to move this guy. I want to retarget these guys to shoot this one dude. Here, shoot this guy. Okay. So, let's see what happens. Hit play. And everyone just shoots whoever the hell they want. So like this character here is engaging the dude in the back. This guy told to shoot this orc. We were going to focus him down. We're going to burn this guy down. He's not shooting him. He's shooting the guy who's the chick who's fighting him. Same thing with this guy. Told this guy to shoot him. Retargeted. This guy. Shoot him. This guy. Attack this guy. This guy. Attack this guy. Dude here, attack this guy. Let's hit play. All right, they killed him. All right, no, look at this. Look at this. Hold on. This guy just ran across the board and went to the nearest target. I'm telling you, people, you don't even need to like pick targets or tell people to go anywhere. Here, I'm just going to hit play. Watch this. My hands are up here. Watch the hands. All right, where are they going next? They're going over there. The elves will fight whoever they want. They find a target, they kill it, and then they all jump. Born to fight, win 5 battles. Combatant, win 10 battles. Great. Let's keep going back to the world map. I'm not saying that this is the dumbest game I've ever seen, because I've been on the planet a long time and I've seen every possible game that's ever existed. Before the Atari 2600 was out, my folks had a Fairchild, right? Seen every game, people. I remember when Pong came out as an arcade game, okay? I've seen every goddamn video game that's ever existed. I'm not saying that this is the stupidest game, but I've got questions. I've got questions that there's things that they could have fixed in this to what we're getting to have made it fun. They could have made this thing fun, but I feel like they wanted to do something different. Warning, minimum 5 players. Okay, I'm going to add all. Here we go. Go into battle, people. We're 20 minutes into a video, and I've been talking the entire time, and absolutely nothing has happened. And believe it or not, this is action figure related. Okay, we're in the temple. Oh, we get a little bit of story. Gorgo. Gorgo is one of their action figures. He's cool. I don't have a Gorgo, but I have elves. All right, I don't know what's up with the bouncing camera. Look at this. Okay, check this out. Look at these graphics. This is like terribly posterized. Now remember, I cranked my display settings up to high. This looks pretty good. Right here, this character looks kind of like one of their action figures, but this Thalia. I guess Thalia is someone in my group. Then here's an orc male. And it looks a little bit Ralph Bakishy. It looks very sort of rotoscoped. It's also kind of like strobing, you guys. Aurora. And I'm not reading any of this because this is, we can handle whatever you throw. Stay vigilant, everyone. Their story and these character dialogue is dumb. So I'm now on medium level. I was on easy, now I'm medium. Here we go. Going in. This is probably going to be the last battle I show you guys, because if you think that this game is anything more than this, so far it's not. It's just this. And I showed you, you don't need to actually... Here, let's just see how the battle goes. Check out the hands. This is the video game these guys came up with. Check it out. Here we go. No one's died. Oh, by the way, if you click on these portraits down here, it'll say special is not set. Don't know what that means. Don't know. Wasn't in the training. It didn't say anything. No one's died yet. Look, hand's still up here. This is a video game. Look, I'm playing a video game, people. Look at this game I'm playing. They're shooting the shit out of someone. Oh, look, someone's finally engaging the guy in the back with the bow. No hands. All right, there's two guys left. Here we go, going in. I got... Everyone is focusing on one guy. It looks like he drank a potion. I think. So, try... All right. I think I got this one in the can. I could see why you would want this on 2x speed. All right. Main menu. Here's all my achievements. I've completed this crap. Yeah, go back. So, there you have it. 4 years in development. Mythic Legions Tactics. One of my favorite action figure companies decided to make a video game. Decided to refund people's money. Decided to give it up for free. You'd have to pay me money, okay? I don't know how much the game cost. If let's say the game was $25, they'd have to pay me $30 to play this game, because that's how bad this is. There's no actual playing. You you literally keep your hands off the keyboard and the mouse the entire time. It's the only way to win at this game, people. In fact, if I was controlling it, the battle may have taken longer, because I assume that whatever AI my characters are using is probably better than what I could come up with. So thanks to everybody who made it this far into the video. And if I've hurt feelings, I'm sorry. But just from a point of neutrality and ground zero, you got to be objective. You got to be objective. So, you know, do all those things, those liking, those subscribing, you know, the stuff. And in the meantime, people, stay charged.